We'd now like to begin the JSIP program, the program organized by the court. First, Judge Asai Ken of the Intellectual Property High Court will explain the case of the mock trial. Judge Asai, please. So this is the program hosted by the court, and I'm going to explain the mock case that will be used in the mock trial and the panel discussion. First, I'd like to give you an overview of the case. Please refer to the first slide. The plaintiff is Pony, and Pony is the patentee of an invention called Position Detector, which is herein referred to as the present invention. The defendant is Donkey, which manufactures and sells a position detector under the trade name D-Pointer and a replaceable stylus. I will explain about the position detector and the stylus later. The position detector manufactured and sold by Donkey is hereinafter referred to as the defendant's position detector, and the stylus manufactured and sold by Donkey is hereinafter referred to as the defendant's stylus. Pony claims that the Donkey's manufacture and sale of the defendant's position detector and stylus infringed Pony's patent rights, and filed a suit seeking an injunction against the manufacture and sale of the defendant's position detectors and the defendant's styluses. Next, I explain the technology that is the premise of this case. Please look at the second slide. The figure shows a machine tool called a machining center, and the position detector that is at issue in this case is used by attaching it to the machining center. The machining center automatically takes the necessary tools from a wide variety of tools and sets them on the main shaft to perform various machining operations continuously. Next, please look at the third slide. The position detector in question in this case is attached to the main shaft of the machining center and measures the machining position of the workpiece, which is the object to be machined, as well as the dimensions of the workpiece after machining. As shown in the figure on the right, the position detector consists of a main body and a stylus, which looks like a rod. The stylus is further composed of a rod and a spherical contacting portion. The position detector detects when the spherical contact comes into contact with the workpiece. Next, please look at the fourth slide. As you can see in the right column, based on the position detected by the position detector, the coordinate values are set and a machining program is created that defines the cutting tool, travel path, etc. After machining, the position detector is used again to measure whether the product after machining has the shape and dimensions as set in the machining program. Next, I explain how to detect contact between the position sensor and the workpiece. Please look at the slide 5. The first method is called the Energized Type or the external contact type. In this method, when the contacting portion of the stylus contacts the workpiece, a closed circuit is formed between the main body of the position detector, the stylus, the workpiece, and the main body of the machining center, and an electric current flows, and the contact between the contacting portion and the workpiece is detected by detecting the current, and the workpiece position is measured. In this method, the stylus must be made of conductive material, and only workpieces made of conductive material can be used. Next, please look at slide number 6. Another method of detecting contact between the position detector and the workpiece is called the internal contact type. In this method, the already energized contacting portion of the stylus comes into contact with the workpiece, tilts the rod, and the energized contact inside the position detector comes off and the current is cut off, detecting contact between the contacting portion and the workpiece. This type of, you see it's tilting to the left, and you see the contact coming off, and that shuts down the current. So this type of position detector can also measure the position of a non-electrically conductive workpiece because the stylus and the workpiece need not be energized when the contacting portion of the stylus contacts the workpiece. On the other hand, because the stylus needs to be tilted until the energizing contact is disconnected, the exact moment when the contacting portion contacts the workpiece cannot be detected. Now, I explain the present patent based on the technology I just explained. In general, a material that becomes magnetic when a magnetic field is applied is called a magnetic material. When detecting the position of a magnetic workpiece, if the stylus is also magnetized, when the stylus is brought close to the workpiece, the magnetic force causes the stylus to tilt, resulting in a measurement error. In an energized type position detector, a stylus may gradually be magnetized as energized and non-energized states are alternately repeated by opening and closing of the closed circuit, which may also cause measurement error. If you make the stylus with non-magnetic metal material, you can resolve the problem of measurement error due to magnetism, but non-magnetic metal materials generally have low hardness, and repeated contact between the workpiece and stylus can cause wear and deformation of the stylus and its contacting portion, which in turn can cause measurement errors. So, the present invention solves the problem of providing a position detector enabling accurate position detection equipped with a stylus which is durable and non-magnetic, not to cause a measurement error. Next, I'd like to explain the scope of claims for the plaintiff's invention. Please turn to page 8. This is the scope of the claims of the invention divided into its features. The key point of this invention is the part of feature B that is highlighted in yellow, namely that the contacting portion is made of a non-magnetic material containing tungsten carbide and a nickel binder. Tungsten carbide is a compound composed of tungsten atoms and carbon atoms, characterized by high rigidity and hardness, and has electrical conductivity. The non-magnetic material containing tungsten carbide and a nickel binder is a sintered alloy of tungsten carbide and nickel, which is non-magnetic and has improved corrosion resistance. Also, as highlighted in light blue in feature A, it says the contact between the stylus and the workpiece is electrically detected by the formation of a closed circuit. So in this case, only the position detector of the energized type falls within the technical scope of this invention. So the internal contact type does not fall within the scope of the invention. Next, I'd like to explain the position detectors manufactured and sold by the defendant. Please look at the slide number 9. On the left is a drawing of the position detector. the defendant's position detector, and on the right are the features of the invention. In relation to the feature A, this position detector is the energized type, as mentioned earlier, where when the contacting portion of the stylus comes into contact with the workpiece, a closed circuit is formed and an electric current flows, and the position is measured by detecting that current. On the other hand, in relation to feature B, the defendant's position detector is equipped with a stylus made of SAS, which is a magnetic material, as standard equipment. Therefore, the position detector fulfills features A and C, but as shown by the blue arrow in the figure, it does not satisfy feature B. Therefore, it does not belong to the technical scope of the present invention. Next, please take a look at slide number 10. By the way, the standard stylus attached to this position detector is the standard specification stylus, but it can be replaced with the defendant's stylus, which is sold as a replacement part. The defendant's stylus is made of non-magnetic material A, whose contact portion contains tungsten carbide and nickel binder. So as you see here, in the mock trial and panel discussion, the position finder that has been replaced with the defendant's stylus shown in the right is called form beta, while the position finder with the standard specification stylus still attached in the left is called form alpha. Finally, look at slide number 11. The position detector in form beta with the replaced stylus has a contact portion made of non-magnetic material A, which includes tungsten carbide and nickel binder, and therefore, as indicated by the red arrow, it also fulfills feature B. Therefore, unlike the position detector in form alpha, the position detector in form beta falls within the technical scope of the invention. This concludes the explanation of the case for the mock trial and the panel discussion. Thank you very much.
浅井裁判官、ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much, Judge Asai.